Hello everyone. So our next topic is discrete sample space and continuous sample space. So what's a discrete sample space? A sample space which contain countable number of elements. And what do you mean by countable? Countable means it can be finite, it can be infinite. So if it is finite, like if you are tossing a coin 4 times, then you know that there are 2 raised to power 4 outcomes are possible. That is 16, which is a finite number. That means your sample space contains finite number of elements. That means your sample space is discrete, right? But suppose you are tossing a coin till head appears. So you are tossing a coin 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, okay, so till you get head. So how many possibilities are there? Infinite possibilities. Like you can see here in the sample space, like when you toss a coin first time you get head, okay, you will stop here. But if it is possible that in the first toss you will get tail, and then in the second toss you will get head, you will stop there, okay. But this is also possible that in first 2 tosses you will get tail, and then on the third, and so on, like that. So there are infinite number of elements in the sample space, but it is a countable sample space. That is a discrete sample space. Why? Because this set is similar to the set of natural numbers. Then you can call any set which is similar to the set of natural number, we will call that set as a countable set, right? So that's why we call this sample space as a discrete sample space. On the other hand, suppose you are doing an experiment, and what you are measuring time taken for reaction to takes place. So it can be from any between from 0 to it will be some sort of interval, right? An interval, you know that it is uncountable. How many elements in an interval? You can't count them, right? So uncountable number of element will be there. So that means your sample space will become continuous sample space, and the name also suggests continuous, okay. That means there will be no breakage. And discrete means there will be some gaps, right? So this is a common distinction that you can made from their names. And the next is random variable. So as you have put some distinction here in discrete sample space and continuous sample space, similarly a random variable can be of two types. It can be of discrete type random variable, and it can be a continuous type random variable. So what is a discrete type random variable? If it takes countable values, as we have just name suggests, countable, that means it can take a finite or infinite number of values, right? And continuous if it take uncountable number of values. Or what, in other words, you can also say if the set of possible outcomes for this random variable capital X are countable, then we call that random variable as a discrete random variable, okay. For example, number of eggs laid each month by an hen. So it can be 1, it can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, like so on, right? So infinite number like that, right? So it is a discrete type sample space, right? And on the other hand, if you define your random variable like the length of the time to play 18 holes of golf, so it can be from it will be some sort of interval, right? Like it could take 0 to you can say 1 hour, okay, or like 1 minute. So it will be some sort of interval, and you know that interval is nothing but a interval contain uncountable number of elements, right? So that means your random variable will become continuous type random variable, okay. So if you find any doubt, you can ask me in a comment section.